Time now for another Christmas treat. I was lucky enough to interview Esther Abrami. Esther is breaking the mould of a violinist on Instagram whilst highlighting women in classical music. In 2021, she was featured in Classic FM's 30 Under 30 to Watch. She was handpicked by Julian Lloyd-Webber. And in 2022, she made her Royal Albert Hall debut. She's the first classical musician ever to win the Social Media Superstar category at the Global Awards. And Howard Blake, composer of The Snowman, specifically arranged a composition of The Snowman walking in the air just for Esther. So I started the interview by asking Esther to tell us a little bit about last year. The Snowman was 40 years ago, and I love The Snowman, but Howard Blake composing this very special arrangement, what was it like?
When I got to know that Howard Blake would compose a very special arrangement for me to celebrate the anniversary of The Snowman, it was incredible. I felt very lucky, and actually what was absolutely incredible was to go and see him in his studio and to play it with him. I mean, it felt like a really, really special moment. I love the arrangement, and it was so nice to be able, to play it with him. I mean, what a moment.
And last year you played the Royal Albert Hall for the first time. I mean, what a venue. That must have been amazing. What was that like?
Playing at the Royal Albert Hall for the first time was incredible. It was a dream of mine. When I was studying at the Royal College of Music, I used to pass in front of it every day when I used to go practice. And I used to say to myself, maybe one day, but I don't think I even really believed that I would play there. So getting to do that, a real dream come true. It was an experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Now, you've got a massive following, Esther, on social media sites. And for classical music to get the next generation involved, that's amazing. What feedback have you had from TikTok, from Instagram, etc.? What's it been like?
The feedback I've had from TikTok, Instagram, and generally my social media has been pretty great, and it's been so lovely to receive messages from young people on there telling me that they have started playing an instrument after following me or after seeing my videos. I get that quite often, and I also sometimes get it from parents who write saying that their daughter follows my YouTube videos, for example, and then come to start playing the violin. And generally, I have a very nice community of people who like what I do and who like to be presented with new music, and I feel really lucky to have this community.
And I love your series on YouTube. You do a series called Women in Classical, and you are an excellent interviewer. You really are. Tell everyone how they can find it. What's this series all about?
Thank you very much. Women in Classical, this series is really all about having a space to talk about what it's like to be a woman in the music industry, and to take off any taboo subjects and be able to talk about everything that we want. And I've been able to talk to absolutely amazing, inspiring women and to hear their side of the story, what their struggles have been, how they've overcome it, what advice they would give to younger people coming into the industry. I feel like this is extremely valuable advice that we need, honestly, and that we don't get to learn anywhere in music conservatories or music schools.
And what are your plans for next year? I mean, you're playing Paris in January, I think. What else can we look forward to?
My plans for 2024 is actually already to start thinking about album number 3 and what repertoire that is going to be, and start working on it. I have some upcoming concerts with the English Symphony Orchestra, for which I'm an artist in residence. So we'll be playing some concertos with them. Of course, there's the concert in Paris in January, and there are some planned concerts also in Czech Republic, in Turkey. Also, I will be playing as a soloist with the Voracles Orchestra, which is a mix between electronic and classical music, and we're doing a tour in France. So quite a lot actually coming up, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, Esther, enjoy the rest of Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us, and all the best for 2024.
Thank you very much, Chris.